So we may have just broken something, but we got to get off this obstacle before we... Oh, that sucks. What's up, Brite Nation?
Hey, what's up, Brite Nation?
The shakedowns continue. If you haven't watched the last video or the video before that, the stepchild is up and freaking running. She's been down for almost a year at this point.
Yeah. And
now that she's together, we plan on wheeling the absolute crap out of her for the next several weeks. So expect a lot of wheeling videos coming.
That's what I want to do. we just have to keep going and start tightening things down. And so far, it's absolutely amazing. So
if you didn't watch the last video, go back, watch the last couple of videos. We've only had 2 very minor issues so far, easy fixes, but that's the point of getting her out and wheeling her as much as possible to figure out any little nuances that we need to fix. And also just getting as much seat time for Kevin in the Jeep to figure out.
It feels different for sure.
Yeah.
It feels better by a lot, which gives you so much more confidence in speed, in crawling, and everything. But then also whoops, because now it's like.
This thing is it's a master of all trades.
Yeah.
It is doing
everything
really good. So good.
So we're gonna do another hard trail, one that I haven't done in the Jeep, that we've only done in the buggy.
We've only done it in the buggy and the juggy when we used to have it, and it's called Joint Effort. It is rated a 9. It's a hard 9.
I think so.
We're, again, like usual, this is the same day as the last video, by the way.
Yeah, we probably should have gone home and nut and bolt checked everything and checked everything over after doing the other 9, but...
Where's the fun in that?
Yeah, we're going to send it.
We're going to send it. So this should be interesting. Again, like normal, we never learn from our lessons, so we're here by ourselves. We have our friend Bree with us. Say hi, Bree! Like I explained in the last video, she's just a good friend, has no mechanical knowledge or automotive knowledge. She's just here for moral support. So if we break, we'll see what happens. There you go, turn into it. Yeah, you're fine. There you go. Perfect. Slow. Hey. Woohoo! So I don't know if the camera does this justice, but this is a really off-camber section. Not as much of a big deal other than having a full-bodied rig. We're trying not to get any damage over there. Flopping into a wall would really suck so soon after building the Jeep. Yeah. Now start sliding. Perfect. Straight. Come forward. More. Now cut downhill some more. Your tires should keep you off of it for now. Okay, hey. Back up, passenger, or front dig over. There you go. Right there. Come back my way. There she goes, yeah. Keep coming. Yep. Perfect. This front tire is going to start to climb. I don't know what it's going to... You're in a weird position, so just go slow. Keep coming. She's moving. Slow, because it'll pop over. Woo! So come back down. Let's get the front end just a little bit more over. Whoa. No. There you go. Yeah. Yep. Perfect. This tire's basically up. This one's going to start climbing here in a second. It's going to climb pretty high. You're up against your tire. The rear end's fine. Just worry about your front. So right now Kevin's using the Atlas to front dig over, so it's holding the rear end instead of allowing everything to torque over. He's just dragging the front end. Hell yeah! Straighten out! Driver! Right there!
That was good.
That was super good. Yep, perfect. Straight. Straight. Perfect, right there. Perfect. Okay, so that was definitely, I guess, a very exciting way to start a trail. Turn into the wall. Yeah. Little less. There she goes, yeah, straighten out. Oh, come on, baby.
I felt something hitting underneath.
Yeah. There you go. Right uphill. Yeah! It's like, whoa, don't go, what you do?
No brakes.
So the one thing we do know for a fact are the brakes in the Stepchild are garbage. They suck. We've bled them a million times, and we have incredible pads on them, but keep going. Keep going. Yep, there you go. But they're not good. We have to figure out an alternative there, but that's for another time. This, again, all of this beginning section is so off camber. It gives you a little bit of a better idea of what Kevin is kind of trying to deal with. Again, so far the Stepchild has been super stable, which is great. Try not to hit the fender light. Yep, perfect. Just crawl it up. Yep. Turn into it. Perfect. Woo-hoo-hoo. See, watch Kevin. He's going to wiggle the tires to keep everything from binding when you're climbing something really crazy like that. Yep, just like that. Ah, this thing is a monster! Back passenger a little. Yep. More passenger. Straight.
I can't. I don't even. I have no words now.
Grease like me.
I have no words now. There's just so much there to get bound up, and I know, you know, it's driver and it's spotter for sure. Like
The rig is more than capable of it.
yeah, and having that Atlas is like, because you're like, I don't know what you're gonna do back there. I was like, I just need to get up a little bit and then pull me up. I mean, everything. So you're, oh my
so
god.
many tools in the
Oh
tool
my
belt.
goodness. And I'm getting used to how to unload it, and what I have to do is I have to be in drive, put pressure on it, and then go to neutral, and as soon as it settles, there's like a spot where it'll slip out.
Selectable transfer cases can be tricky. It's normally just getting used to the nuances that allow you to engage and disengage.
It's like a contra code.
It's what?
Up, down, left, right, A, B, select, start. Like, you have to know the code, and if you don't do the code right. But you got to think everything's metal and it's bound up, and everything has to be perfect. I don't know where we go from here. That was the buggy line. I guess go up that.
We'll figure it out somewhere. There you go. Stay passenger. There you go. Keep coming. You're okay. Now straighten out. Straighten out. basically what's hanging him up is the actual suspension arm. So I'm just trying to get him to bump past it. Right there, yeah. You gotta mean it. Yeah! You're good, you're up.
I stayed right in that nush for you. Nush?
I kept calling it a nush instead of a nook, whatever. But you can see right here where he was getting hung up on that arm, just barely. So we got a little lost after that last bit, and we kind of missed one or two little climbs here. Not big deals, but we are, to this point, this is a pretty insane climb. We know plenty of people who've flipped their Jeeps on this. Even in a buggy, it can be really technical and treacherous. If you put your tires on the wrong line, you can kind of topple it. Since we are here solo today, we are going to bypass this one. Sometimes we make smart decisions. This is probably one of them. So we're gonna skip around this and see what other trouble we can get into. Because at this point, we have no idea where we're going. We're just gonna follow tire marks, I guess. There you go. The back tires slid back into the hole. Alright, we're gonna try again. Now, driver! Right there, yep. Just a little more, driver. Right there. Yep. There we go. Now cut downhill. See the stepchild do that. You're almost past it. Wiggle the wheel, just little bits. Coming. No, straighten out. Slowly. Go. You're good. You're fine. There she goes. There she goes. Come on, baby. So we may have just broken something. It's possible it was an axle shaft because the U-joint looks completely fine, but we got to get off this obstacle before we... Oh, yeah, it's an axle shaft. That sucks. All right, we're going to try backing down first. Yeah. You're good. Yep, just stay straight. We weren't that bound up for an axle shaft unless, because we were up against the wheel, unless the hub is kind of locked, unlocked, which I've done on the buggy before.
Break the hub? I can't unlock it.
Okay, now the trick is finding the easiest way off of the trail, and then from there we can kind of run through a few different things to try to figure out what that was. I think I found it though. Just got to get them back to the dunes. Trying to take the path of least resistance here. Straight. Perfect. Up over here. And the dunes are right on the other side of there. That's actually pretty easy. I don't know.
It popped loudly twice. Yeah, so it either, I don't know if you can strip, if you stripped all the splines, I think you just strip them. I don't know. It was a pop, like it shook.
Yeah, no, that was, But
unless the locker.
both fronts are working.
Well, I mean, I tried that earlier. I did a front dig when you were searching around, and it worked. So, but that pop is not. It's
Not
either got to be a lot.
Something broke.
Yeah. I mean, it's working right now, but it's not working under full pressure. So maybe the locker.
Either way, that was fantastic. It's so hot. I can't say, not that I'm happy we broke something, but we don't know what it is yet. We'll figure it out. Don't you worry. I can't say I'm not unhappy that we're done wheeling right now. I'm like, whew. What were you saying?
It seems okay. Like in the sand, it's okay. It's still the locker's still grabbing
spinning.
or everything's spinning. But when it was on that rock and it was bound up, something popped and something clicked and popped. So
right now, under pressure or bind, it isn't.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, let's go find out. What those noises were before those two pops were, before we go rip it through dunes.
Yeah.
Well, rip it any more than you just did.
I just have it front only with the locker on, and I'm on traction, so I'm trying to see. I saw the whole wheel shudder.
Yeah,
It'll see in the video.
It looked like inside.
Alright, so we're aired up. We're going to head home and see what we broke or what's going on. Kind of go over all the little things. I did find the track bar nut just loose. We just did some pretty hard trails. So we're going to get up to speed and see if it still drives fine and if
we did the
steering wheel is
and 9+ rated trails today. I mean, that's good.
That's good.
That
the track bar nut was loose that I just saw right now when I was airing up. I like to check things out when I'm airing up before the drive home.
Before you drive at 8 miles an hour on the highway home.
Yeah.
But the popping was definitely something. We just don't know what yet because everything is still working.
Well, it was strong enough that you saw dirt fall off the diff.
Yeah, something.
So something popped in the diff, which I'm assuming it's going to be the electric locker.
At the moment we're thinking the e-locker, but we don't know for certain, so we're gonna figure it out. Okay, so she made it back home, no further problems. We did take some time on the drive back home to reach out to some friends and some professionals we've met along our incredible journey, and the general consensus seems to be that it's the e-locker up front.
Yeah, we have an e-locker up front and an ARB air locker in the rear. I like doing that just in case I lose
an airline fails or electrical issue.
Yeah, whatever, one thing or another. At least I still have a locker. But it seems that it's possible it's the e-locker teeth skipping. It could be other things, but the way it acted and sounded, because it wasn't even though it was kind of loud on video, when I felt it, I thought it was an axle shaft, but I was like, nah, an axle shaft really pops. It's a stronger pop.
Been there, done that.
This wasn't as strong. So, but I have also heard some other clicks and pops and bangs going on, so it definitely needs a once over.
It absolutely needs a once over, but for now, we're going to assume that the two pops that took us off the trail are the e-locker up front, and we're just gonna
order an air locker,
maybe swap to an air locker, but for now, in the meantime, we're just gonna run with it. But there are a few other things we did notice.
Yeah, so these are all little things, but you gotta do shakedown runs on this stuff. So as you can see, I'm missing a cap here for my adjusters. Not a big deal, just put a new cap on. I think maybe the tire hit it. because you can see the tire actually
Definitely hit there.
definitely just barely scrubbed the sticker off, which is weird because when we forklift tested it, we had that much room, and I was like, oh, that'll be perfect when we get new tires.
But forklift articulation is different
versus,
than real world articulation. So.
Yeah, and you can see the sway bar end link is just barely getting in to the fender liner, so we might have to trim that out. We might have to make like a recessed holder for that. Sway bar is loose. Something, yeah, that bracket's loose. So, just a lot of pressure on things, you know.
But again, the shakedown run.
Yeah, I did find the track bar nut was loose, but I tightened that. This track bar nut.
As we were airing up.
Yeah, I tightened that down, and I hear some clunking when I'm stopping or taking off. So I'm assuming one or many of the control arm nuts are probably loose.
It definitely needs a full nut and bolt check at this point. Honestly, realistically, we probably should have done that before the 2 trails that we did today. But you know, it's us.
The rear sway bar's tight. It's like I did crush the exhaust.
Just a teensy bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little.
Didn't crush it, but you know, like I hit it.
You booped
Definitely
it.
hit it. Did I boop? Yeah, see, I mean, I hit these. I knew I would, but like, it's fine. They're there to slide off of. I didn't hit the gas tank at all.
No.
Which we kind of thought might be a problem. Yeah. I mean, all in all, that's a good. I mean, we went from a 7 trail to 2 9 trails. So
9 plus
yeah.
rated trail. That joint effort one's definitely a technical
that
trail.
one's a doozy. So.
You see, yeah, we're kind of getting into this just barely with the tire on both sides. But overall, honestly,
I'm pretty stoked. It's a hell of a Jeep. And I mean, and just showing you, I know I talked about in the other video how people put together like race vehicles or race Jeeps and they show up last minute to race it without having time to like shake it down.
Do shakedown runs.
There's no way to get something together and tighten it all down and have like 3, 5, 10 people working on it and not miss anything. Even if you do, things have to settle in, things have to move around and get retightened. So to show up to like King of the Hammers or a race and just like send it and think you're going to go through that many miles of abuse and pressure is pretty nuts. That's why there's a lot of issues when that happens.
Yes. So honestly, that's what the last several days and the last several videos have been about, is just shaking this Jeep down and trying to find all the little nuances and the issues so we can fix them so that when we go out and we do trails, especially far away from home, we know she's reliable. It also lets us know too, like I said, gives Kevin more seat time to figure out where the new tipping points are.
I mean, we're already doing bigger stuff than I think. I mean, today's video, those were some gnarly obstacles.
That's the first time we've ever done that trail, which realistically,
in this Jeep,
Jeep, buggies, I've done it in the buggy, and we did it in the juggy. Realistically, should we been on that trail by ourselves for the first time in a brand new rig? Absolutely not. But we did, and honestly, well impressed. It did so good.
Freaking impressed.
It did so good up until it didn't. Again, the general consensus is it's not really a big deal. It's potentially the locker skipping.
So the teeth, the problem is like they're sharp, but once it skips once or twice, it could round it out, and that just means that it's easier.
Eventually, it could
to skip,
fail,
and then it's gonna.
Yeah.
You know.
We'll figure it out whether we upgrade to an ARB or do something else. I don't know. But in the meantime, as always, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Remember, you can find all your Lite Brite Nation merch and decals at litebreakstudios.com. As always, we love you, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.
Just took my boot off. The joys of Sand Hollow.
Weird. I don't have any sand in my boots or my shoes.